2009, Willem Davies changed the coffee world with a simple concept, the disloyalty card. Rather than rewarding his customers for only coming to Proof Rock, which was then a pop-up inside of a clothing boutique, Davies offered a free drink for visiting 8 other London cafes. Almost like a caffeinated scavenger hunt, the disloyalty card served to highlight and support London's burgeoning specialty coffee community. 13 years later, few of those cafes are still open, and to our knowledge, Davies isn't involved with Proof Rock anymore. But what hasn't changed is that London still has one of the most diverse and exciting cafe scenes in the world. We're going to tell you all about some of our favorite London coffee shops, but first, a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by the Ed King Dripper. The Ed King Dripper is a brand new pour-over dripper optimized to make up to a liter of coffee. If you've ever wanted to make coffee for a group of people, but you don't want to use a batch brewer, then this is the dripper for you. You can find out more about the Ed King Dripper at edkingcoffee.com. Fittingly, our first stop in London is typically Proof Rock Coffee. Simply put, it's one of our favorite coffee shops in the world. The cafe has been seriously remodeled since our last visit and now uses a table service model. Expect coffee from Square Mile and a rotating cast of guest roasters, not to mention an extensive selection of bean-to-bar chocolate. We enjoyed a variety of coffees, but a special release of a Kenya Kingu from Square Mile stood out. The Penny Drop is the sort of coffee shop your barista goes to on their day off. It's got good hospitality, good vibes, and most importantly, a really killer selection of coffee from a wide array of roasters. The shop was close to our hotel, so we got to enjoy a lot of different coffees over multiple visits. They were all delicious, but my favorite was an incredibly fruity Peru roasted by Curve Coffee. In Greek literature, the word nostos refers to the hero's journey home. It's a fitting name for Nostos Coffee in Battersea because we felt at home as soon as we walked inside. Expertly helmed by London coffee veteran Edison Shehu, Nostos serves a rotating cast of roasters from around Europe and the UK. We were impressed that almost every customer who came in during our visit was on a first-name basis, and their order was already known. This is the sort of neighborhood coffee shop any neighborhood would be lucky to have. Longtime readers of the Coffee Compass will remember Store Street Espresso from previous visits to the UK. We're happy to report that the original location is still there on Store Street, just a stone's throw from the British Museum. They're still pulling shots of Square Mile's Red Brick Espresso. One of our favorite things about this shop are the little sugar bowls on each table. Even though I don't put sugar in my coffee, I think it's a thoughtful touch that makes the open, airy space feel more welcoming. If you visit Roslyn on a sunny weekday like we did, you can expect a huge queue of office workers enjoying a coffee break. But don't let that dissuade you from joining the queue. Roslyn's minimalist aesthetic carries over to the coffee selection. Their own label of coffee is listed as white, black, or filter, depending on how you drink your coffee. They also feature a secret off-menu coffee from a rotating guest roaster. Formative Coffee in Westminster feels like a cafe from the future, a utopian future where everybody drinks delicious coffee. We enjoyed a flight of Ethiopian coffee roasted by Manhattan coffee roasters prepared as an espresso, cortado, and filter coffee. We tasted some amazing coffees in London, but this one ranked near the top. We were lucky that Brighton's Dharma Coffee opened their first London area coffee shop in Richmond the same week we were in town. It's a beautiful space and a great location. We loved all the small touches that reflect owner Mustafa Perçin's Turkish heritage, be it the Turkish coffee on the menu, or traditional Turkish pastries to go along with the more standard fare. There are so many great London coffee shops we weren't able to visit this time around. So if you have any recommendations for where we should go next time, please let us know in the comments below.